Welcome to 13 News at Noon, everyone. I'm Karen Campbell here with meteorologist Sean Ash. And if anyone walked outside this morning, it is just beyond cold. I mean, you need scarves, hats, gloves, layers of clothing, especially if you were out early this morning.
Yeah, we've warmed up a little bit here. Coldest morning of the season so far, but I don't think it's the coldest yet.
Oh boy.
We will get to that part of the forecast in a moment here, Karen. Let's take care of the lows that we had here in central Indiana and across the state. The big goose egg for Indianapolis makes it the coldest since last January. 14 below Crawfordsville, almost 10 below in Columbus, and close to 10 below in Zionsville, as well as Frankfort. So yes, it was cold as expected. This is the visible satellite showing the snowpack that's on the ground. We don't have any cloud cover, so we can easily see the snow. We've warmed to 3 above in Columbus, 14 in Indy, and wind chill values in the lower single digits here. So it is going to be a harsh afternoon for us, despite the fact we have a lot of sun. The wind is not terribly strong, but it doesn't have to be when it's this cold. And we're going to make it up to about 20 degrees for a daytime high. Those wind chills get a little better, but then they're going to drop again and go sub-zero for a time as we go through the overnight. Right now we are at 14. You want to warm up? Book that ticket to Anchorage, Alaska, where it is currently 11 degrees warmer than us here in Indy. We have a brief warm up on the way, but the long range pattern suggests we're getting smacked with another round of Arctic air next week. How low we will go with that one coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Sean. Facilities at Washington Park will remain open throughout the night for anyone needing protection from this bitter cold. People can stop by 3130 East 30th Street to get a break from the cold. The Family Center has extended hours from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. There's no sign-in or check-in required. All Indy Park's family centers are open during regular business hours, and you can also call 211 to get connected with resources. And until we see some relief from this cold, we want you to stay on top of the timeline with our WTHR weather app. It can put current conditions and hourly forecasts right on your phone. It is a free download. It's in your phone's app store. This afternoon, we are working to learn more about the condition of a robbery suspect seriously hurt in a shooting on the city's northwest side. That shooting happened early this morning around 5:45 on West 86th Street near Zionsville Road. IMPD tells us when they got to that scene in the parking lot of the Traders Point Shopping Center, they found a man in critical condition. IMPD officer Tommy Thompson says 3 suspects attempted to rob someone in that area, but that person was able to get away. Then the suspects attempted to rob another person who shot one of them.
This armed citizen just had to take action, the life-altering action to fire a weapon to protect themselves. That person's going to be going through a lot as well.
The other 2 suspects got away. Now police are searching for them. The person that shot one of the suspects is cooperating with police. Right now, the man accused of shooting and killing a Dutch soldier in downtown Indy is back in court for day 3 of his trial. Shamar Duncan faces charges of murder for allegedly killing Dutch commando Simi Poetsema and injuring 2 other soldiers. Prosecutors say he and 2 other men allegedly got into a fight with the soldiers near the Hampton Inn, just blocks south of the Circle in August of 2022. They say Duncan and the men followed the soldiers back to the hotel before Duncan fired shots from a truck. The court heard from one security guard who was at the hotel during the time of the shooting.
It was like, it sounded like a machine gun going off. And as soon as that machine gun, sound was heard, my training kicked in. So I went to what we call our POR, which is our point of retreat.
And Duncan is in court right now. We will have updates in the latest starting at 4 p.m. The man accused of stalking and threatening Fever star Caitlyn remains in the Marion County Jail this afternoon. Michael Lewis had several outbursts in court yesterday, including an admission of guilt.
Morning, Mr. Lewis.
Guilty as
No, sir. This is initial hearing. We are not. You have a right to remain silent, and I expect you to exercise that. Okay, this is just telling you what the charges are.
Well, Lewis entered a not guilty plea during yesterday's hearing. Investigators say he made threatening comments toward Clark on social media and then came to Indianapolis where he was arrested. During the hearing, Lewis mentioned that he lives out of his car and repeatedly said he needs his medication while in jail. The court appointed a public defender and issued a no contact order. Lewis must stay 500 feet away from Gainbridge Fieldhouse and Hinkle Fieldhouse. He's charged with felony stalking and is due back in court in March. This Saturday, family and friends are set to hold a vigil for a 14-year-old girl who was found shot to death at an apartment complex. G3 Steppers, the dance group that Deandra Clay Staples was a member of, will be hosting a balloon release and memorial at their dance studio. The group says they will also have grief counselors available and other resources. The group says donations can be made to Deandra's family. Her family is also expected to host a balloon release later today, and we have details on both of these events and how you can help the family out. Just go to our website, WTHR.com. Drivers on the east side ran into a horrible commute yesterday morning. Check this out. A water main break caused a massive sinkhole near 10th and Emerson. Our Chase Howell talked to the woman whose car got stuck in that hole.
Jennifer Stowers says her morning got off to a rough start after she crashed her car into a sinkhole.
It was oh my gosh, like, what happened? How did I miss this?
Stowers says she was driving down 10th Street around 6:30 Tuesday morning when she came up on flooding near Emerson Avenue.
I was like, okay, since I have a small vehicle and it sits low, I'm going to try to go through the shallow end of the water. Next thing I know, boom.
That boom was the front of Stowers' car hitting the sinkhole. She says she had to crawl over to the passenger side door just to get out of her car.
When I pulled it up and I was able to see it, my whole front end all the way up to the headlight was just completely smashed. You couldn't even see the little light below.
Stowers says Citizens Energy Group supplied her a rental and has offered to pay for the damages done to her car. I did reach out to Citizen Energy Group to see when we could see this road repaired, and I'm told the water main has been fixed and concrete has been poured. But it's going to take several hours for it to harden before they can lift the lane restriction. Reporting here in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Well, breaking news right now into our newsroom at noon. We are learning Israel and Hamas have come to an agreement in their ceasefire talks. And in the last few minutes, we have learned the deal will pause the fighting in Gaza. Now, it will also allow the release of hostages and Palestinian prisoners. The ceasefire is expected to begin this coming Sunday. Of course, we will continue following any developments coming out of this breaking news, and we will bring you the very latest updates on air and online at WTHR.com. Notre Dame and Ohio State will face off in the College Football National Championship game on Monday. Right now, law enforcement officers are looking at every aspect of security for the game, and this comes after the terrorist attack in New Orleans on New Year's Day, just days before the Sugar Bowl. The championship game is going to be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, that's in downtown Atlanta. Police in Atlanta say hundreds of officers will be stationed there, working with state and federal agencies to stop any potential threats.
Obviously, if anyone is intending to do harm, we try to anticipate all we can. They need to be lucky one time, we have to be right every time. And so when we look at New Orleans, we look around the globe, we do look at how attacks have been carried out before and how it could be replicated here.
Kickoff is Monday night at 7:30. Our Dominic Miranda will be there bringing you total coverage of this game.